But did I tell you about when I was in the city there for my wife's doctor's appointment? What my dog did?
What'd your dog do?
I'm actually gonna turn on vent recording. I know that sounds kind of dickish, but I want an actual recording of me telling this story because I want to write it down at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know that sounds pretty gay. If it's as funny as I've been told it is, we'll see. So, number one, you got to remember my wife's a diabetic. Okay, I don't know if you've had much to do with diabetics before, or how the nuances work, or God forbid, what a pregnant diabetic can get like.
Mm-hmm.
She's had a terrible pregnancy so far. With on the bright side, not high blood sugars, which is what really fucks up the fetus, but low blood sugars, which is what fucks up the mother. It's been just a fucking nightmare the whole time. I mean, especially the first 3 months, but I digress. The moral of that story is when she has blood sugar low, again, I'm not sure how familiar you are, but it's kind of like they're drunk. As their sugars drop, their brain function reduces, and they start using less and less of their cognitive abilities. So it is very similar to dealing with somebody that's drunk. And I mean, the worse it gets, the drunker they get, the more incoherent they get, until eventually they have a seizure and possibly die. So we'd gone to the city. It's kind of weird. You're showing up as yellow. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, I'm being disconnected. Okay, I'm back. I just got to hear everything you said in one big blur. That was totally me. That's
Awesome.
my internet connection browned out.
That's Canadian internet for you.
Yeah, yeah, that's government-run internet providers. It's super. Anyway, if I can find the thread of the story I was telling. Um, for this pregnancy, since we live in the aforementioned fucking boonies, we actually have to go to a city 4 hours away I think every 3 months or every 2 months. We had to go there the whole pregnancy and get her checked by a specialist. It was 20 years ago they told diabetics they shouldn't have kids because it would kill them. So I mean, this is a little bit better, but still a 4 hour fucking trip. So this last one we went to was the last doctor's appointment before the birth. We'd gone down to PA, the city. It stands for Prince Albert. I know that's a cock piercing, but completely incidental. Gone down to the city, got to stay for the night in the hotel. Get up in the morning, go to the hospital. Have her appointment, go home. Okay, no problem. So we get down to PA where my daughter and I we have our nice little evening and go to a movie and go swimming in the hotel pool and all that shit. And go to bed. A little late, about 2 in the morning. Got to be up at 7 to go to the fucking appointment. But get alarm clock on my cell phone goes off and I wake up and I'm laying in bed and I'm staring at the ceiling and oh God, Kathy, do you want to get up now or do you want to stay in bed a little longer? And all I hear is, I'm okay. What? What are you talking about, you crazy bitch? Do you want to get up or do you want to stay in bed? I'm okay. And I'm not really cluing in, but I realize after this happened, she says this about 2 or 3 times. She's fucking low. Her sugars are low, and she's being goofy. Oh, for fuck's, as if I don't have enough problems, right? I had to drive all the way to the city and all that shit. So I get up and I'm looking around, and you got to give them something sweet, a drink or something. And I'm looking around. Well, I'm in a hotel room. What the fuck do I have to give her? And I see that my daughter and I had gone out and gotten Slurpees the night before, and I put the bottoms of these Slurpees in a one glass, and I give it to my wife. And she's sitting there drinking, being good. Sometimes she's too far gone to actually, drink. So thinking, I'm ahead of the game here. And as I'm trying to get my shit together, get my wife's sugars back up, my dog, my Beagle, jumps up on my bed in the hotel room and give me that funny fucking hound look, that I am so sorry look. And I'm looking at the dog, what the fuck? What the fuck's wrong with it? What did the dog do now? looking around the room, and I look down at the foot of the other bed, and I see this little tiny pile of dog diarrhea. I'm thinking, oh, for fuck's sake! Now on top of everything else, I have to clean up dog shit. That's fucking super. Just absolutely wonderful. So I tell my daughter, Jade, when you get out of bed, just be really careful. There's dog shit at the bottom of your bed. Okay, and I'm paraphrasing. I said dog poop. She's okay, Dad, no problem. And you lost it already, did you? Well, yeah. Anyway, I tell Jade to watch. She said no problem. So I'm like, okay, well, I got my wife's sugars up enough that I'm comfortable with going down the hall to the drink machine and getting her a Coke and coming back, and she'll drink that. She'll have enough sugars will come up. Everything's good. So I say, Jade, I'm just going down the hall. I'll be right back. Mommy's fine. She's not sick. She's not going to throw up or anything like that. Okay, Dad, no problem. So I've left my pants on the floor. I pick up my pants and stick my leg in, and I realize the fucking dog shit in my pants. Man, she fucking shit in my pants. She shit down the fucking leg of my pants as they sat on the floor, and when I lifted them up, the shit slid down the fucking leg of them. So I didn't realize it until I was halfway mid fucking thigh. And I got dog shit from my ankle to my fucking thigh. And I realized the wetness, and it's oh, son of fucking God, son of a cock fucking bitch, Jesus fucking Christ. And I fucking lose it, right? I'm not a morning person at the best of times. I fucking lose this. Goddamn cocksucking fucking dog. Basically pick the Beagle up and bowling ball roll her into her fucking crate, right? Cocksucking fucking piece of fucking rat shit, kick your fucking ass. My 9-year-old is laying in bed, big googly eyes. Oh God, Daddy's snapped finally. I'm trying not to lose it. I'm in a hotel room. I can't punch the fucking walls. I'm not a rock star. I can't afford to put holes in shit. But I look down and I got shit all the way up to my fucking thigh, and I'm fucking cocksucking fucking piece of shit. So my daughter kind of panicky. I don't know what the hell she was thinking. She gets out of bed and she starts going and freezes. And I look at her. You stepped in the dog shit, didn't you? And she looks at me and I'm sorry, Daddy. Jesus Christ, go to the goddamn bathroom and wash your foot off. And as she duck walks, hobbles her way to the goddamn bathroom. She's not going fast enough, I guess. Me and my best fucking situation right here. You lost the right to go to the bathroom first. I have to go in and wash my fucking leg. So I go in there and I'm scrubbing my leg. I gotta scrub my fucking pants out, man. And the kid's standing outside hopping around on one foot. Daddy, can I come in and wash my foot? Jesus fucking goddamn fucking dog. So I get my fucking leg, not my foot, my fucking leg cleaned off, right? I get my pants in the goddamn hotel sink, scrubbing my fucking pants out. You can go in now, but be quick. So I finally get my shit together, right? I mean, God, at the time I'm remembering my wife and I had an argument the night before when we were in town here. Well, why would I bring another pair of pants? I mean, we're only in the city for one day. I'll just wear the pants for 2 days. Thank fucking Christ I brought an extra pair. Jesus Christ, man. The dog shit in them. How was I supposed to plan for that? So I get the other pair of pants on, get her a drink, get the wife to drink. She drinks it. Her sugars come up. She starts fucking howling, right? 0 to 60, like low, no comprehension of what's going on. Right down the street to, oh my God, this is the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard. Well, I'm starting to see the humor in it, right? I haven't been quite able to accept the humor in it, but I can see the fucking humor. So I go outside, got a cup of coffee, got a cigarette. I'm going to go have a little sit outside the hotel, and I'm going to just relax. Break out my cell phone my old man, right? 68-year-old man. I tell him this story. Well, he just about shits his pants. He's laughing so hard. And he has to hang up and phone me back when he's done. He's laughing. He thought he was going to puke. Well, I guess after I get off the phone with him, my mother, 67-year-old woman, bedridden, completely incapable of essentially even rising and going and getting something to eat. What are you laughing at? So he goes in and he tells her this story, and she just about fucking threw up. She was laughing so hard. So the moral of this story, this aspect of my story is, my Beagle shit in my fucking pants, and somehow I managed not to kill her, and my parents found it funny. Anyway, I'm done. I hope to hell I didn't disconnect in the middle of that, because I really don't think I can get quite that epic of a rant again.
I laughed so hard tears came out.